Hello, Hillcrest. We had our board meeting last night, and this is part of what we're going to be doing in the future. And that is, we're going to give a board brief in the next day or two after our board meetings to give you a high-level look at what we talked about last night. And in last night's meeting, we had a 2-hour session, a little bit over 2 hours actually, session for us to learn more about what it is to have best practices as a board around the country. So we talked with a consultant last night, and you'll see some of those changes coming up over the next year, I would suspect. It was very, very good. It's the second time we've done that as a board, is to get some input as to what the best practices are as an industry. One of the things I wanted to mention too that we're going to be doing more of from that meeting are going to be surveys. We want to hear from you. We want to know what you're thinking and what your experience here at Hillcrest is, how we can improve as a club. So look for that coming. It'll be a little bit later on in the year. We're kind of busy right now, and I'll fill you in on some of those details right now. Part of the meeting that we had was a general manager's report. And again, that's because Nolan has been here for 90 days now, gave us a good overview of some of the changes that have been made and the things that he's planning coming forward. It's a very good report, and as you can see by looking around here, things are getting much, much better than they were. So we're very, very happy with that. A couple things that came up with that. With the Boise Open, I've already shared a lot of those details, and there's an attached letter with this, so I'm not going to go into a lot of detail there. But one of the things I wanted to relate to you is that we will be going ahead and closing down the club for 2 days after the Boise Open instead of the traditional one. That's in order to get the club in better shape, but also to give our 70 and 80-hour employees for the past week, right, to give them a day of rest so we can have that Hillcrest experience that we expect. So look for that, and you'll get a reminder that we're going to shut down for a couple of days. The board's unanimous in their approval of that. Further, we talked about the pool and the upcoming need for the pool to be replastered. It will be an expensive process. It's going to happen over the next couple of years according to the pool people. And finally, we have an employee appreciation meeting coming up. Appreciation gathering, where they are going to have a day off and they are going to take over the golf course and have some time with their families around the pool. That's going to be September 18th. Look for more details on that. Our next meeting coming up is going to be September 20th. And that because of the Boise Open. Now, attached to this letter is going to be some details on what we have been talking about really since the beginning of this year. And that's what to do about our debt. We have the refinancing secured. We have a tremendous loan, and a thank you again to the Finance Committee, headed by Dale Sullivan. Appreciate all of their time in putting this together. It was really a tremendous amount of work, and thank you again to the board who has worked hard on this to get this done. We have a 5 1/4. I'm not going to go into all the details, but 5 1/4 in this day and age is pretty good interest rate. We're very, very pleased, and through that process, we have been looking at every possibility. And I have to say this: we just can't do nothing anymore. We have got to get rid of our debt. And you know that. We've been talking about it, and it is time to get rid of that debt. We've looked at everything from assessments, debt payment plans, and again, just kick the can down the road. That's always the easiest thing. Let's just put it on a future board, a future membership. We can't do that anymore. So we're not. We think we came up with a very simple, elegant plan. It's $125 a month. Again, please look for the link on this video to the letter that the board put out detailing this plan going forward. We're moving forward, Hillcrest. Thank you for your time.